Hey guys, I'm back on. Alright, got my thing to work. If you fall again, I'm sorry, but I think we're good. I think we're good right now. Fingers crossed. Alright. Okay, so I know I'm kind of far away from you guys, but that's just kind of what I need to work with right now in order for the camera to stay up today. Alright, let me move my tables a little bit closer. This is my makeshift table on my porch today. I just had to bring it outside again. Okay. I'm really struggling today. Maybe I shouldn't do this video right now. Okay, there we go. Alright, now I'm a little bit closer. My dog's just looking at me like, what the heck is going on, Mom? Okay, now that I got my mess all back together here, I hope I'm not going to knock us down again. Okay, we're good. That was bothering me. Sorry, OCD. Okay. Now that I got myself put back together after it took me a couple minutes and the camera falling and all of that fun stuff, let's carry on, shall we? Okay, so if you guys are following my schedule, you know what we're making today. Let me turn on my touchpad because I know somebody just commented, but I can't see that far away. I'm not even going to try to read that far away. It's terrible. Let's see. All right. A lot of technical difficulties this morning. Okay. It doesn't work that way. Ah, there I am. Okay. There we go. All right. Hi, Elizabeth. Sorry, delayed for a couple seconds. All right, and I was very crafty this morning. I woke up at like 5 o'clock a.m. and I'm like, what can I make? And I'm like, I don't have my video until 10:30, and I was like, okay, there's things that I want to get done, things that I want to line up for later on for all my videos. So I did do a couple projects this morning, and I ended up cutting my finger, and then ended up finding I did not have any band-aids in the house. So I had to craft my own bandage this morning. It hasn't stopped bleeding yet, so I'm hoping that I didn't cut myself too bad. So don't mind my little bandage finger. It's nothing serious. I just didn't want to get like blood everywhere. That's disgusting. Okay, guys. So these are what we're making today. Our little carrots, our little twine wrapped carrots. Okay. They're so cute. All right. So if you watch for my schedule and for my supply list that was on my Facebook, it tells you. That was my dog. That wasn't me that time. It tells you exactly what you need for these. Let me just set this up. There we go. Okay, so it tells you exactly what you need to make these, but I'll go over it again really quick. Okay, you'll need some twine. All right, farmer's twine. You'll need, I'm gonna actually do this because I didn't have any extra newspaper. I pitched it all. So I'm actually going to take apart, give me a second here, one of my already made ones. Did I not bring scissors? How did I not bring scissors? Okay. I had them sitting on my table. All right. It's one of those days where I'm like, oh, I got this, and definitely do not today, apparently. Don't you dare nudge that, Lainey. She's looking at my camera like she's going to nudge it, so she might. I don't know. Don't. Please. Thank you. Alright, so I'm just going to take one of these apart because I definitely did not have my newspaper this morning. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm a mess today, apparently. Let's see. Today's like one of my off days. Like, I felt really crafty today, and I just that my mannerisms aren't going along with it. Like, I'm not functional today, like my hands. So I don't know. We'll see how today goes. Might be a surprise video. Might end up in hospital. I don't know. What are you doing? Don't eat that. I gave you your bone already. You already had that. Alright. So in order to show you guys, I usually have newspaper sitting around, but today I just did not for some reason. I don't know if I've been pitching it or what. Okay. Alright, so this is my beautiful newspaper. I'm going to show you guys how to make with this. Don't mind it. I'm actually just going to make this smaller, make my life easier. All right, so maybe I should have just grabbed a piece of paper and made this a lot more simpler instead of trying to undo this, because this is just nuts. I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, so I have my newspaper now. Okay. All right, so really it doesn't matter. You can use paper if you don't have any newspaper, which I should have just got a piece of paper to show you guys this, because this is very sad that I just ripped one of my things apart that I made to show you. All right, so I'm just gonna use this twine over again. You'll need some twine. Now you can make these all different sizes. It's fine, whatever you feel like making size-wise. I made mine smaller just because I thought they were really, really cute. It's up to you guys, okay? So you're gonna start with your newspaper, and I did make, these are my bigger ones, the ones I just ripped apart and I didn't finish, okay? So you're just gonna get your newspaper and you're gonna roll it. So you're just gonna roll it like you would make, do you ever make like a bouquet out of like something? So just rolling it. Let me move this so you guys can kind of see here. All right. So all I did was roll it into a cone shape. So this one's already cut kind of for the cone shape because I already made it. So if you just bear with me, use your imagination here for a second. You just roll that newspaper up, okay? Kind of in a shape of a cone. This one's gonna be smaller now that I cut some of that newspaper up, okay? So you just need a cone shape or carrot shape, okay? Cut some of these fuzzies off of the bottom. All right. Okay, so there's your little cone shape, carrot shape, whatever you want to call it, okay? And then what I did here, where that newspaper ended, I added a little bit of hot glue right in there, and I just pushed it right over, okay? Just to seal that. If there's other spots you need to use hot glue, that's fine. You're not going to see a lot of the newspaper unless you want to. If you don't have any farmer's twine or anything, you guys can just paint these, glue them really good, and just paint them if you want to. If you don't have anything to wrap them in, that's fine. You can also do it that way as well. Let me see. I'm not getting your guys' comments. I don't know why. There we go. All right. Hi, Pam. All right. So that's like your shape of your carrot, okay? So now we can start with the twine. I'm just gonna clean mine up since I had to rip it apart earlier. Okay, there we go. All right, and I was starting at the very top, so you still have your open top there. All right, sorry guys, I'm kind of far away from you. Let me move this a little bit closer, just so you can see me a little bit better. I don't know why my video seems so far away today. I'm gonna end up spilling something. Okay. There we go. I'd rather have you guys see than not. Okay. So I'm gonna be sitting on the edge of my seat. So you have that opening, that's better. You have that little opening there at the top. You'll need that. It doesn't need to be very big, but you'll need it in order to fit the little carrot stems in, whatever you're using for those. All right. Okay. So that's all made. It's hot glued there, or tape. If you have tape, that works fine too, okay? So, let me start that. If I can find my twine. Oh my gosh, I'm seriously not with it today with this stuff. This is like one of my very off days, apparently. Okay, so I have my little piece of twine, and I'm going to start at the very top, and I'm gonna almost cover overlap the newspaper so it doesn't, you can't see it through the top. So I'm going to start at the very edge, putting a little bit of hot glue. Lainey, get out of the garbage. Sorry, you're gonna hear me yelling at her today apparently. Okay, and I'm just gonna line the top, the whole top. If you guys watched the twine wrapped bottles video that I did, this is like that. It's exactly like it. I'm not going to hot glue the whole entire thing on here. I'm just hot gluing the first 2 layers and the first 2 layers at the bottom, okay? That way, all that twine in the middle of there, you're not wasting your hot glue, and you're not, it's not gonna take you hours to do. You don't really need all that. That's like overkill. All right. So I'm just lining that there. Good. Okay. All I'm actually not going to do the second layer. Well, maybe I will. Just because it's overlapping a little bit here. All right. There we go. And I'm just removing any extra hot glue with my finger here. It's cool enough to do so, so I'm going to do that. Okay. All right. So that was my second layer. Those two first layers are glued on there now. So I'm just going to continue wrapping pretty tightly. All right. The whole way down. Just like that. Moving it up if it needs to. And if you like the newspaper, that you can see the newspaper through there, that's awesome. You can do that also. I'm making mine pretty tight. And you still want to keep the shape of that paper, so don't push it too tight. You don't want to lose that cone shape. Let's see. Okay, and keep going here. My touchpad keeps turning on me and I don't know why. I'm just not good with electronics apparently. Nope, I'm not. Just really struggling today. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going here until that whole little thing is covered. And you can flatten it a little bit too. I know that's how I did mine, just because, you know, it looks a little bit better. Looks more carrot shaped. Keep going here. Hi, Becky. I can't really read your comment. I'm really far away and my comments on here are not working for some reason. It's me today. I must be like affecting my electronics today. I dropped my phone and the first time I tried to go live this morning, and then I like about knocked over my table, and it's just been one of those mornings. Okay. Let's see. Should be getting them. Let's see. Oh, that's okay, Becky. Yeah, I'm moving like really slow today. So I don't know what's up with me. I got up this morning and I was on a roll, and then all of a sudden when I started doing this video, it's like it went downhill for me. So all right. So there's your carrot. I'm just gonna finish it up here. Really cute. So at the very bottom here, because you want that twine to stay on there, you don't want it to start unraveling. So I'm just going to start adding a tiny bit of hot glue around the whole thing here. And then I'm just going to finish wrapping it pretty quickly because that hot glue dries pretty quickly, okay? There we go. Adding a tiny bit more here at the very end just to bring that back and loop it on the end just so you're finished and it looks good down there, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end my farmer's twine there. Make sure my end looks good and really cute, okay? So that's your carrot shape. That's how you get that, and you still have the opening at the top, okay? Now, for the top of these, I lucked out when I went upstairs and was looking through all of my flower arrangements, like, you know, Dollar Tree stuff and everything. I lucked out. I had some really pretty flower garland that had these little tops on that actually look like carrot tops. So I lucked out with just going up in my room and finding those. However, I only had a couple of them. So I brought out another flower that I was like, it'll kind of work, I guess. And it's this one here. Okay, really pretty. And I love fake flowers because no matter which ones you get, you can always remove things and put them back on. So it's really cool. And that's what I like because I can use them for other projects and then put them back together after I'm all done. And I think my coworker from work got me these. I love these. These are like one of my favorite ones that I have and like love to decorate with. So thank you, Shirley. Shout out to Shirley. She's crafty just like me. So, but I'm going to use the little grassy looking things off of these just for my carrot today. Okay, so I'm not gluing them on or anything. I'm just tucking them down in just because I don't want to ruin these flowers. I want to keep them so I can use them for later and I can put them back together. Okay, so I'm just going to remove some things, and if you guys look closely, I can show you on each flower, on each fake flower, if they're decently made, you can just take things apart. Okay, so you're not actually breaking them, they actually go back together. That's what I love about them. Okay, so I am going to kind of just steal from here. All right, a couple of these. Just so, I'm not going to take the flower off of that one because that one looks like it's attached pretty well. So I'm not cutting anything, I'm not breaking anything, I'm just borrowing pretty much from my little flowers here so I can put them back together later. And unfortunately, I just have to slide pretty many of these off to get to where I need to be. Okay, so there you go. There's my one little piece of grass there. And if you look carrots up, they're actually different than what you think. Like when I looked them up, I was like, oh, I never realized they kind of look like a grassy type of thing. Okay, so I'm just going to take 3 off. I'm going to put these back on so I don't lose anything real quick, so I can use them for later. Ooh, dropping stuff. All right. Okay, so as you can see, back together. Pretty cool, right? All right, so if you need anything for projects, always keep that in mind. If you take things apart a lot or use them for a lot of things, those flowers are really cool to do that with. I'm like totally bumping this camera today. Okay, there you guys go. I'm still crooked. I can't do this camera thing. I can't do it. Okay. Hi, Lori. Okay, there we go. Now I got it. I think this thing's moving on me. I swear, like I was more over here earlier. Okay, we'll go along with it. So these I just tucked down in, okay? No rhyme or reason here. Just kind of tucking them, and when you tuck them in there, they'll kind of just form on their own. There you go. So isn't that cute? It's adorable, right? All right, so these are my ones from the other day, and then this is my ones from today. Let me get you a better one here. That one's kind of falling apart a little bit. I've been throwing these around. Okay, there you go. But you could use anything really for the little tops, anything green, any, paper. You could even cut paper into the little slot. If you cut little slots into paper and kind of flare it out, it'll look like that too. So they're really, really cute. And if you have flowers that you never use and you just want to make them and keep them, go ahead and glue them in there. But I'm just not going to glue those because I do want to use them for other things. But that's my little carrot, okay? So pretty easy to make the carrots, all right? So I did decide to actually make the little burlap bags today too. I wanted to show you guys how to do that. If not, this video would have been really, really short. You know what, no, we're good. Okay, so let me go ahead and start with the burlap bag. Now this is one that I already had. I did not make this bag, but I'm going to show you how to make them. I did make the sign on the front of it, but I didn't actually put this bag together. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to make a burlap bag, which is going to be the longer part of this video. Okay, so if you just have a little bit of burlap, make more room here on my table. I have stuff everywhere. I've been doing so many projects lately. It's been crazy. Okay. All right, so I got my burlap. This is just like the table runner burlap. Pretty much Walmart has them. They're in little spools. So I am going to use this. Now, this bag's going to be a little bit smaller than my last one, but it'll at least show you how to make them, okay? So if you think about it, you need 2 sides of that bag. So I'm going to fold this in half, okay? And I'm going to guesstimate, okay, I want my bag going this way, all right? So I want it longer down. So I'm just going to estimate it for about there. I'm going to overcut it a little bit because I'll need some edges here. That looks pretty good. All right, so I'm going to snip it here where I need it. Turn it over. All right, so I'm just going to cut it right in here. And yes, I know it's fraying, which we'll take care of that later. And this is a little secret that you can use on any type of burlap stuff. So if you're making anything with burlap and you know it's fraying, I'll show you how to stop that, okay? And there's many ways to do that if you look on Pinterest, but the easiest way I found out and how I did it for my stuff and for my tables for my wedding was hot glue, okay? So you wanna use whatever side of the burlap that you're not going to see. So I'm gonna use the inside of this, all right, that I'm not gonna see. So I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna get my hot glue here and I'm going to use a hot glue line the whole way across here straight, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. You don't have to press it down. You just need to keep a straight line of that hot glue. If your burlap's bigger, if it has bigger like spaces in it, you might want to do 2 lines, okay? But I'm just doing 1. This one's pretty small. So if your holes are bigger than this and your burlap's just a bigger, like spacious type of material, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't know. You might want to put 2 lines just to hold everything together. So I'm going to let that end dry and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do the same thing with this end. All right, I'm just going to flip this around so you guys can see. All right, so I'm just going to start my little line here. Hope you guys can see that. My comments are right in the middle of where I'm doing this, so hopefully you can see. And if you guys have any questions about what's going on or what I'm doing, if you join me late, just comment. I will kind of go over it with you, okay? There we go. Just making sure I have enough on both ends. So I'm going to let that dry really, really well. And do that. Oh, Lori, you're running low on twine. Oh no. That's like a tragedy. It's probably because I've been doing so many different twine crafts lately. Well, maybe I'm trying to think, eBay or maybe Amazon. It might take you a little bit longer, but you can maybe order it off of there. Let's see here. There you go, Becky. All that toilet paper, that'll work, definitely. If you run out of newspaper, you can use the toilet paper. I'm liking that. All right, so I think my hot glue is pretty dry here. This one's just a little bit warm still. But now I'm going to cut that across above this line here so you know exactly where to cut. It's holding it together, okay? It's kind of sealed together there now. Can't talk today. All right. So what that's stopping it from doing is fraying anymore. As long as you keep that little line of hot glue on there, you should not have any fraying unless you're wanting it to, unless you're pulling at it or something. So right there's my clean edge, okay? And you won't see that hot glue because it's going to be in the inside of it. This is the other side. Looks pretty good, okay? So I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm just going to cut off all those little frayed edges. Make it nice and straight. I think my volume's on my touchpad. I keep hearing myself talk. There we go. All right. And I see a little bit of an area here where my hot glue didn't really go too well, so just adding that. Okay, so there's your 2 sides of your bag. All right, so the long sides, if you look, are already stitched together to not fray, so those you do not have to do. Excuse me, losing my voice. Those you do not have to do anything with. Unless you're cutting from like a big piece of fabric of burlap and you're trying to make a little bag, then you'll need to do all 4 corners. Anywhere that it's fraying, you'll need to do. Me too, Lori. It's like my major thing that I have to have is my paint, my twine, some brushes. Like I have like a little shelf upstairs where I keep all my major like crafting things, and that shelf I keep restocking because if not, I don't know what I would do. There are things that I always use, and twine is definitely one of them. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we'll need twine for this also, or if you have like string or anything, that'll work. Yarn will work. Even if you have thread will also work too. Okay, maybe this can save you on using some twine. So Lori, if you have just regular like, oh my goodness, sewing. Oh my gosh, I just said the word. I just if you have regular thread, there you go, that's the word, thread. You can use that for this part too, okay? My phone must keep moving because I feel like I just moved this up 2 seconds ago. Okay, there we go. Sorry guys, I know I'm moving you a lot today, but my phone thing's broken and I need to order a new one. Okay, so I am going to use my twine here, and I am needing to make this like a needle because I am going to kind of sew it, all right? So to do that, instead of literally trying to sit here and find a needle that's big enough for twine, which is not going to happen, all right, unless you order special needles, I'm sure somebody has them. I am going to use tape. So I'm going to grab a piece of tape, okay, and I'm going to start, and I'm sure you guys kind of know how to do this if you ever threaded something before, and you're just going to kind of wrap that in a shape of a needle using the tape end, okay, and I'm just twisting it just like that, and there's your little makeshift needle, all right, that's going to lead that twine right through there. All right, so I'm going to fold my little piece of twine in half. I know my camera's moving on me because I definitely did not start this far over today. All right, give me a second. I need to figure out what's going on. Okay, moving you guys back over. Hopefully that works for me. I don't know why it keeps moving on me. All right. Maybe, maybe not. I think I see what's going on. Hang on 1 second. Let me get one thing here to help this. Okay. I'm hoping this helps it from moving. Sorry guys, I know I'm bumping you a lot. Give me 1 second here. Maybe. I'm really struggling with this today. Okay, let's try that. This will kind of just hold it from moving, I think, more. All right guys, sorry. Okay. I think I should be good now. Yes, okay. So at least it's not going to be moving on me. I think my thing is finally kaput, my little stand for my camera. So I'll have to get a new one. All right. There we go. Okay, so let me just move this here. I'm going to move it up. Maybe if I can figure this out. Nothing is going easy for me today. Okay, at all. All right, so in order to do this, okay, to make your little bag here, you want to look at the top here, make sure it's pretty even, okay? Looks good. I'm going to actually do it this way before I start this because I'm going to fold those over. So I'm flipping this inside out right now. Hang on, let me think a second how I did this before. Okay, so I'm going to do it this way. My little pieces of hot glue are in the inside right now. This is just like sewing something because I'm going to turn this inside out then. And then I want these edges to be able to be folded down without seeing that hot glue. Okay, so when I turn this inside out, it'll be this way. Okay, and then when I fold it down, you're not going to see those hot glue edges. Okay, so just like you would normally sew, same rules. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, make sure this is lined up pretty well. I have a piece of newspaper in there. And I'm going to actually start at the bottom of this. And just like you would sewing, you're going to make your little inside knot here just so that thread or yarn or twine or whatever you're using does not poke through the hole, okay, and come back out on you. So simple sewing is what we're doing right now. All right, so you got your little string here, okay, and I'm going to just line up that edge, make sure it looks good at the top here, make sure I'm kind of in the middle where I need to be. That looks good. Sorry, I'm struggling with my little finger here. Okay, so now I'm just going to literally sew that up. And it doesn't have to be every little block. Don't sit here and do every little block unless you're gonna be like using it to hold something, okay? Which it's holy anyway, so you shouldn't be using it to hold like anything crazy, okay? So I'm going to just skip every once in a while here, going up, pretty big stitches. Oops, holding my hot glue gun with me. There we go. Just running that right through those holes. Tape it. Yes, Sam, you can also tape this too, that's fine. Yeah, I did tape the very edge of my twine already to do that little needle, okay? But yeah, you can use tape if you want to tape the edges of this, that's fine. Or if you want to, you could do the heated, I have like heated hemming tape that I've been doing too. So you could use that if you don't want to use twine or you don't want to sit here and thread this, you can do that kind of stuff as well. Let me see, another comment on here. Hi Kat, good morning. I'm pretty sure you're a new follower. I think maybe you commented on something yesterday when I did some of my live videos. So welcome to the page. And Sam, I think you might be new too, so welcome. I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, so I'm just stitching that up there, okay? And it's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna keep going here the whole way up. My dog's doing something in there, I hear. She's definitely into something. Okay. She'll just make a mess for me to clean up after I'm done with this video. Ooh, I definitely did something wrong there. Oops. I looped that one instead. I'm just going to bring it back through here. I don't want it looking any different than the other ones. All right. Went from the wrong side there. Okay. So there we go. Just going to pull that through there. Looks good. I like the way this looks after it's stitched. I think that's why I decided to do this instead of like the hemming stuff, the, you know, heated hemming tape. I just think it kind of adds to the burlap bags. I think it makes them look a little bit more rustic-y, if you can see that. I think it looks pretty. You could even technically use them this way and not flip them inside out. They still look really, really cute. So it's completely up to you guys. But however, I'm going to flip mine inside out today just to get that line there. I think that looks going to look really good. All right. So I'm just going to keep going with that. And it kind of lines itself up after a while, after a couple stitches. So it's pretty easy. This is a good project, you know, if you're just sitting in front of your TV. You know, it takes a little bit of time, but it's not that annoying. So it's pretty fun. All right. The hardest part is lining up the little holes in order to stick the the little string through. So, all right, keep going here. And my tape's kind of getting worn here again, so I'm just going to cut it a little bit just so it goes through a little bit easier. Let's see here. Lainey, no. Let's see. Oh yes, Sam, that's what you were talking about. Okay. Yes, I hot glued it, I taped it, I duct taped it. If you guys can see my phone stand right now, it's very sad looking. I need to, I don't know, for my next video though, until I get one, I am going to do a little bit of surgery on it, which might include more tape because it's just not working. I might actually makeshift it a little bit. I have a log, like one of those, I shouldn't say log, it's one of the decorative, oh my goodness, I cannot think today at all, decorative like garden ties. If you ever seen them, the big wooden, and I cut them in half and I put candles in them for out on my sun porch, and I have one of those holding it up right now. It's kind of like using it as a crutch, so I should take a picture after I'm done to share it with you guys because it looks really, really just not good. Professional, you know. All right, let's see. Oh, thank you, Sam. Yeah, the tape works really good, and it works for anything like this, so that's a cool little trick. Definitely keep that with you. Let's see here. Hi, Sandra. today I was making the twine wrapped carrots, okay, and they're little baggy. All right, so that's what we're making today. Really, really cute. Yes. All right. So right now I did the twine wrapped carrot already, but when this video is over, you can go back and watch it. Absolutely. It'll be on replay for you if you need it. But right now we're just making the little baggie, okay? And all you need for that is some burlap. Just regular burlap is what I'm using. It's kind of like the table runner burlap that you buy at Walmart, where the edge is already sewn. And then I just taught you guys how to seal, so no more of those edges fray on the top and bottom of the bag. So, and that'll be on the replay also. So if you missed any of this, please feel free to go back and watch. Absolutely. All right. Yes, the carrot. Isn't it cute? It's adorable. I love them. When I saw them on Pinterest, actually, this wasn't my idea, the little carrots. I saw them on Pinterest and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta make those for my videos and my viewers. So I decided to do those today. I thought they were gorgeous. Let's see. Amy, I decided this morning at 5 a.m. I was very crafty and I cut myself. And I did not have any band-aids and I'm still bleeding. So I was like, well, I'm crafty, right? So I got some paper towel and some tape and just taped it up for the video. So I'm hoping it quits bleeding because I really don't, I can't do stitches. I'm not no way am I doing that. I will use glue. I will use hot glue before I go get stitches. So I'm hoping. It doesn't look like it's bleeding anymore. I just didn't want to get anything on anything during my video. But yeah, that's what happened to my finger today. Let's see here. Yes, Sandra, awesome. It's awesome. It's so exciting. I love these kind of things. And you can use them for all spring. They don't have to be just for Easter. So they should last you guys a while for decoration. Let's see. Awesome. You have tons of burlap. Good, good. Yeah, so do I. I just got married in September and my mom went out and went like crazy with the burlap. She bought me like, I still have like 3 or 4 boxes full of burlap upstairs, all different sizes. And it was because I was using them for my table runners and they turned out really, really pretty. And I was like, okay, so I'm trying to maybe incorporate the burlap in a lot of my videos because I have a lot of twine and a lot of burlap. All right, guys, so I'll get back to the bag here. We're just sewing that one side still. And when we come up close enough to the top, we're just going to end that again and just give it a little bit of a knot. Oh, I have hiccups now. That's great. Okay. Oops. I'm going to trim this just to make it a little bit easier. There we go. So after a while, your tape gets kind of bent at the end. So you just cut it just a little bit. All right. So I want enough room to be able to fold that over. So I'm going to end it there just so I have enough room to fold this over after I flip it inside out. Okay, so I am just going to end it here and I'm going to tie a little knot. Just so that doesn't fall back through there. And I'm actually going to hot glue that little knot just to there, just so it doesn't pull through. All right. And take my little scissors here. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing, okay? And just snip that there. Okay, so I still have my end with the needle and then I have this to do my other side. So I'm just gonna create a little knot at the end of here, just like you're sewing. Same normal sewing things are going here. Same thing as what you would do if you're stitching something or patching something. Whew. Knots are kind of far apart on that one. My coworker Shirley would be so proud of me right now. I'm sewing in my videos. All right. Okay, so same with this. I'm just going to go from here and match it up. There we go. And I'm going to just start, okay, at the very bottom here, poking that through there, and just like you're sewing, okay? And just the regular stitching like I did on the other side. I'm trying to hold this up so you guys can kind of see it. There we go. Oh, getting tangled. There we go. And pulling that straight through the burlap. So burlap bags are not hard to make. If you're doing it this way and you have the time, even if you're making a big one, it's very easy, okay? So if you're looking to make like burlap bags for like gifts or anything, they're not hard. Don't go out and spend a lot of money on just like a 3-pack of them. I know Walmart had them for Christmas and I paid attention to how much they were. I think they were like $4.99 or something for like 2 tiny little burlap. I think the one was like about that big and the other one might have been this big. And I'm thinking I could spend $4.99 on a whole roll of this stuff and make a bazillion of them. So I'm cheap and I'm thrifty. So this is, you know, keep this little trick in mind if you're giving a gift and, you know, you want it to be creative looking. This is it. It's very, very cheap to make and easy. All right. And you can do any size of these at all. I just had this size burlap around and it kind of goes with the size of my carrot, so I decided to do that today. All right. Almost done with this side. So close. Woo. Flinging that around. Okay, making sure this side's looking okay. Felt like it was bumbled. There we go. And another thing is you could use like a different color yarn or something that would make that stand out better. It looks really pretty, I'm sure. Okay, so I'm going to bring this through one more time and then I'm going to knot it, just keeping those knots on the same side here. That way it's just equal looking. Okay, so there's that. Okay, and I'm just going to knot this just like I did the other side. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to hot glue that little knot there. Perfect. All right. And I'm just going to cut my little ends, okay, just to end that. And just to end this one. I'm just going to cut that one as well. Okay, so they all kind of match up nicely. Not a lot of twine used. I'm just going to flip this inside out now. There we go. There's your cute little baggie. It even got the rounded corners there just because we sewed it that way. It looks really cute. All right, and so I want these edges to fold over. So I am going to use my twine again, okay? And I'm going to run it kind of like a drawstring, okay? So you got your little hot glue on the inside there. Once you bend these over, you're not going to see it. Or you could just glue them. If you guys want to, you could just glue them like that. That's fine. But since I'm doing the video on this, I am just going to kind of show you how to use the drawstring look for that, okay? So there's your little baggie. Mine's more narrow than the one I showed you before, but it'll at least show you just to get, you know, an idea of how I did them. Okay, so I am going to use my little piece of twine again. And I'm just going to knot the end just like I did earlier. Do it this way. Okay, now this knot you're going to see, so, but it adds to it. It adds cool look. All right, so I'm just going to bend this over here. I'm going to start on this side first, and I'm going to just, so you have that flipped over, okay? And it's up to you. You can start on the inside or the outside. It does not matter. I'm going to start on the outside because I kind of want to see that knot. I think it's going to look cute on there. So I'm just going to start. It does not matter where you start. Just make sure you have an end in there so that little corner of this does not stick up. Sorry, I need to turn that towards me. There we go. Okay. And I'm just going to use that little knot there, okay, because I think it looks really cute. And I'm just going to keep that. This might not be perfect because I have it turned towards you guys, so I can't really see how straight I'm stitching this. But the same thing as I did on the sides, okay? This you might want to take your time with a little bit more just because you're going to see it a little bit more. All right. It looks about pretty straight. I'm using my camera here. I can kind of see myself. All right. There we go. So I'm just going to add my little stitching. Oops. Maybe. Getting this all caught up. There we go. Just like that. So the bag takes longer than the carrots, definitely. But it's a cool little thing. It's neat. It's a neat thing to know. All right, good. And I'm just going to keep going here. making sure my stitches look pretty even. They don't have to be perfect, but pretty even, since you're going to be seeing this part of it. Good. Oh, that one's going uphill a little bit, so let me bend this down a little bit. There you go. Okay. All right. I think I fixed that part of it. All right, so I'm just going to keep going, and this time I'm going to go the whole way around. So I am going to oops, let me move outside down too because it looks a little bit shorter. My burlap must have been cut uneven because this end here looks a little bit shorter. All right, so I'm almost to the end of this. I'm just going to continue a little bit here. The ends are the hardest. There we go. Okay, so now I want to continue the whole way around, okay, because you are getting that cute little folded over look. All right, so I'm not going to cut this. I'm going to keep going. So I'm just going to bend this over where I want it on this side now, okay. Make it look pretty even. There we go. And I'm just going to start my stitch right over here on this new corner. All right, I'm kind of going to line it up with this just to make it look nice and even. There we go. Looks pretty good. Okay, and I'm going to pull that through. And don't pull that corner too tight, not yet. You can use this later to kind of like a drawstring bag, but right now we're just leaving everything loose to make sure we have enough of this, okay? All right, so I'm just going to continue my stitches, matching it with the other side pretty closely here. This side might be a little bit littler. There we go. Let me just get this started real quick and I'll pick it back up. My string's getting a little bit tangled. Okay, there we go. All right, and I'm just going to continue my stitching. Nice and equal here. Oh, I went through the wrong way. I knew I did something wrong. There we go. I'm struggling with this side. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to keep going. Pretty easy. I'm just going off of what I last seen on the other side here. So here we go. And almost done. We're meeting this other side now. Okay, so I want my knot on the outside just like the other side, so I'm just going to bring that through, make sure to get that little corner a little bit. There we go. And I'm just going to make my other knot right there, okay? And there's your little baggie. It looks really cute. All right, so I'm going to tie this knot real quick. So it just depends on how big your bag is, but that didn't really take a lot of twine. It really didn't, or burlap to make that little of a bag. It's pretty easy. All right. Okay, so I am going to kind of just cut that, leave that little fray on the end. So now, if you really wanted to, you can use it as a drawstring bag, all right? You just pull those two knotted ends and it gives you that little drawstring bag, which is really, really cute, all right? Oh, my inside here is tucked in a little bit. That's why it kind of looks like the shape's a little off. There we go. All right, that looks better. Okay, so that's your little baggie. It turned out really, really cute, okay? And you can add, I added to this one here. This is my store-bought one, but I needed something to show you guys, and I just didn't have enough time to make my own for that one. But this is your store-bought one. This is the one that we made today. Not much of a difference. Actually, I think this one looks kind of cuter. Not just because I made it, just because I think it has a little bit more of a cute feature to it, okay? Where this one's just kind of brown bag, okay? So that's what they look like. And then this one here, I just got a different color burlap, and I just used the pins, like the sewing pins, to pin it on there, just to make it look really, really cute. Okay, and then I just had these old letters sitting around in my craft drawer, and I glued those on. So that's all I did for that. But that's pretty much it, you guys. That's my little burlap bag and carrots. It looks really cute. So just to show you what they look like together. I can actually take that sign off of there just to show you guys. But they look so cute. They make a wonderful decoration. I think that's going to be too big for this bag. It is. I'll take it off and show you guys how I put that on there though. Just in case you were wondering. So all I did was have that little piece of burlap with those glued on. I hot glued them on there. And then I just got my little needles. This one's cut a little bit too big for this bag, but it'll still work. I just got my little needles and just ran them through there. Let me put them all the same way here. Turning it towards me. And then that way it's removable. So you can make one of these bags and you can have a different burlap sign for every season. You can have something that says Merry Christmas and then just take off the pins, take off the little thing, and get it ready for that season. So it's very easy, very cute, okay? Not hard to make at all. Very, very simple. Watch me poke my finger, about did. Okay, so that's all I did for that. Look how stinking cute. Yes, handmade things look a lot better than store-bought things. I'm just saying. And then you have your little carrots. I'm just gonna stick them all in there. But look how stinking cute. I can't get over it. I love this project. This is probably one of my favorite ones. It's just so fun and easy. But that's how you make those. So pretty, right? Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for today, for today's craft, okay? Went really simple, really easy. My video kind of started off a little rough with me like breaking things and whatnot, but we pulled it together pretty well. So I just wanted to share with you guys, I did share in the last 2 videos about what I have going on for next week. I'm going to have 4 crafts next week, yes. 4. I usually only have 2 a week. I usually only do Thursdays and Saturdays. However, because of my job right now, we're not working our normal hours and everything. So I have a lot more time on my hands and my husband's away at work. So I will craft. So I have a lot more crafts to show you guys and they're just going to keep coming. So everybody's stuck at home. Everybody's kind of in the same boat with all this. So if you're new at crafting, these are the perfect videos to be watching, okay? Or if you're not very artsy, it's okay. If you want something to do, just think about it. These are things that I have laying around that you probably have laying around your house and don't know what to do with. So make them. If you don't like how they turn out, throw it away and try again. It's not a big deal, okay? And I'm here to answer any questions or anything that you have. Please let me know. I will help you through it. That's fine. That's fine. That's why I'm here. So I will show you guys a couple things that I am going to be teaching you next week. And the crafts next week are awesome. So I'm so excited for these. I kind of even just like, well, I want to start them right now, but I'm not because I need crafts for next week. All right, so let me take you guys with me here, okay? All right, so if you joined me at all yesterday, you kind of saw what we were going to be doing. This here is one of next week's projects, and I know that all of you probably do not have the old window screens at home. If you do, great, use them, it's awesome. Or just use a piece of wood or even a piece of paper. If you have like a cardstock paper, this will work instead of this. So it's okay. Get a couple of those and we'll use those. These are just doilies, okay? And then I just found a cute little earring. I had an old earring for the middle, okay? So that's one of the crafts I will be teaching you next week, all right? So that's one. Let me catch up on my comments here. Let's see. Burlap. Awesome, San. Yes, you can use, you could use safety pins. Those would work. Perfect. You could even put little beads on the safety pin. You know how they used to make those little flag safety pins? Like, I know that sounds funny, but they used to put the beads on them. You could even do that and make your burlap bag and pin them and make them look really cute. So if you make one, I want to see it. It's going to look awesome. All right, let me see. Awesome, Lori. You're really ordering twine. Good. Good for you. That's awesome. Leave the box outside for like, what do they say, 2 days until the virus dies or something on cardboard. So spray it down with like some bleach water or something if you get it before you open it. Be safe with it. Okay, and then this here is one of the other ones I'm making. I'm not sure the date yet. I'm going to put everything on today, hopefully. This is just one of those cool little tier trays, okay? And you'll just need, and I'll put everything on there about what you'll need for all these too. But that's another thing we'll be making. I'm not going to get into all the supplies just yet. That's another one we'll be making. And then the one that I came up with this morning, which I'm so excited about. I'm so excited. Okay, is this awesome little piece here. Let me flip you guys because you're on backwards. Oops, sorry, my carrots was backwards and everything. Well, let me see. Oh, nope, that's not what I want to do. Nope, I don't know what this thing's doing to me. Let's see. Sorry, I'm weirdly staring into the camera right now. Let's see, I don't know how to get to there. Apparently it's not gonna let me. Oh, wait. Ah, I found it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is the other thing we're gonna be making, okay? Look how stinking cute. All right, so this one hit me at like 5 o'clock in the morning this morning. I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, I know what I can do with those logs that I have sitting on my porch for like a year. My other coworker, Peggy, when I was having my wedding and we were getting ready for the wedding, she had these cut for her daughter's, I think, baby shower. And so she gave me them. She's like, I don't know what to do with these. You can have them for your wedding if you can use them. And I just never used them. So of course, me being a hoarder, I kept them, okay? And thanks to them, they did all the work for cutting them for me. But they were just slabs of like what looks like tree trunk or stump or something, okay, of logs. And I'm sure they sanded them down. They looked very sanded. So anyway, what I did was I just added some black paint, toilet paper rolls. So I'll teach you guys how to do all this. But I'm not going to get into exactly what I all made with this because it'll be on my supply list. But look how freaking cute. I can't even get over it. It's awesome. All right, even though I made it, I mean, I'm not fooling myself or anything, so don't get that from this video. But it's just cute, okay? Let me see here. For sure. Yes, Lori. All right, and then this was the other one I made. So definitely join me for these. These are going to be really, really cool to make, okay? So I know you guys, and I realize you guys probably don't have cut like stumps and stuff unless you're really crafty like me and have just an abundance of weird things laying around, okay? So, excuse me, I have hiccups. So you can go out and get, I know Michael's and them have them, but I know Michael's isn't open right now. So you can either order them online if you want to, or you can just get a piece of wood or anything. Anything will work for these. So if you don't have cut logs like I do, it's okay. Don't panic. Just, you can put it on anything, okay? Be creative. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it for my video today. I'm so excited. Can't wait until next week. We're going to have a lot of fun. But if you want to join me, I will put those times up on my timeline on my Facebook and all the supplies you need, okay? All right, you guys, so I will see you next week. Thank you so much for viewing. You guys are awesome, okay? And if you do make any of the crafts that I post, I know I tell you guys, please post pictures. I want to see them, definitely. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you guys. Bye-bye.